Why'd you get so mischievous? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's time for some strength training today. We're going to build and maintain our muscular strength. Before we use our weights, and we use light weights so we can maintain our full range of motion in our joints. Before we get the weights in our hands, let's warm up the body a bit. So, find a nice, comfortable place to sit, sitting tall. Let's start with 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Once more. Good. Rub the top of your legs with your hands. Good. All right. And open and close the fingers. Good. And now push forward so your fingertips are facing up toward the sky, and then bring them down toward the floor. Up and down, up and down, up and down. One more set. Good. And shake out those hands. Good. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and do some chicken wings. Now leave those elbows up and bring one elbow forward and then the other elbow forward. So we're doing a little twist from the waist up, and we're working the space between those shoulder blades. Good. And gently release. Rest those arms for a moment and nod your head yes. Nice and smooth and easy. Looking up, looking down. And come back to center. Shake your head no, looking over each shoulder. And come back to center. And then tip ear to shoulder. One side and then the other. Again, smooth and easy, no straining. And then release in the center. Good. Shoulders up, shoulders down. Up and down. Good. One more. Nice. Open up your knees a little wider. Hands on those legs. And tip your body side to side. Waking up the back. And come back to center. And now rock forward and back, looking down and looking up again, but this time use your whole back. Good. Come back to center. And the final movement here is a twist. So 2 hands onto one leg and gently look around. 2 hands to the other leg and gently look around this way. Once more each side. And come back to center. Sit back in your chair if you're not already there. And let's lift one leg and then the other. Waking up the back of the knees a bit, back of the legs.
That's a good one.
It is. If we sit a long time, the back of the legs especially need some attention. Now lift one leg and leave it up there, and then reach out the arm and circle the ankle and the wrist at the same time. And go the other way. And rest. Other leg and other arm. Circle. One direction. And then the other way. And gently rest. Nice. Let's 1 or 2 pound weights are all we need because we want to maintain a nice full range of motion in our joints, but have some resistance.
Thank you very much.
All right. Would you like 2 pound weights? What? Could you use 2 pound weights? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. Apparently we need to buy some more 1 pound weights. There you go.
Those are yours.
All righty. Sitting tall in your chair, bring your arms by your sides. If you're in a chair with armrest, be on the outside of the armrest and palms forward. Now we're going to bend at the elbows, bicep curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, 8. Good. Bringing your hands to your knees and marching. 1. Good. Bringing the weights now in front with the knuckles touching, elbows up, but keep the shoulders down as you're sitting tall. Pull the elbows back. 1, and forward. 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Put your weights again on the lap, on your knees, and march. 1, 2, 6, 7, and rest. Arms by your side, palms forward once more, bicep curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last set with our marching. And march. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, and rest. Good. Bringing the arms up in front, knuckles touching, elbows up, but shoulders down. Good. Pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, 8, and rest. Good. Tap the toes. Tap the heels. Good. And rest. Bring the weights up to the chest, and we're going to punch forward 1 arm at a time. Punching forward 1. Allie, can you help Ellie get in? 2. Thank you. 3. 4. 1 more. 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Very nice. Tap the toes. back up toward shoulder height. We're going to do a press up overhead. If that doesn't work for your shoulder, then just do one side if that works for you, or you could do a second set of bicep curls. Okay, that's always an option. All right, here we go. One, and then the other one. Two, three, four. Hi, Ellie. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And rest. Nice. This time we're going to go toes and heels. Rock through the foot, toes and heels. And gently release. Nice. Bringing the weights back up. We're going to punch forward again, but this time with both arms. Punching forward. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8, and rest. Go through the feet, toes and heels, tapping. Catch your breath. This next one is going to be our challenging one where we press overhead with both arms at the same time if you can. And rest. Bring the weights up toward the shoulders, sitting tall. Press overhead with both arms. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and rest. Whew. Wonderful job. All right. Catch your breath. I'm going to come around and collect one of the weights. If you have 2 weights, put one down so you just have one in your hand. And I'll take one, just because we're kind of taking. Thank you. Thank you. Great. All right. Good. Good. Would you like to switch to a 1 pound weight? What? Would you like to switch to a 1 pound weight or stick with that? That's okay for you? All right. Good. Mary, I'll take one. Thank you. All right. Ellie, I'll take one. Great. So now, holding on to one weight at the 2 ends, sitting tall. Good. Reach it out in front of you, and let's take a twist. Oh, let's open up the knees a little bit, too, to stabilize the lower body. So twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. And rest. Nice. Now, we're going to reach up and in, reach over toward the floor, and 2, and over, 3, 4, 5, 6, and over, 2 more, 7, last set, 8, and over. Great. A few shoulder rolls right here. Good. Let's take our twist for a second time. Arm out, arms out, and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and rest. Good. Our pattern up overhead and down toward the floor. Here we go. And lift up and in, reach over, and in. 2. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last set, and 8. Good. And rest. Sitting back in your chair. Rest those shoulders, give them a little jiggle. Good. Raise both legs up, holding those legs, and point and flex. Point, 3. That's all right. 4, 5.
That feels great.
Yeah. And good. And lower down. Back to the twist. Open those knees a bit. Arm out. Twisting. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Again, bring those legs in and stretch both legs up. Holding those legs up. Point and flex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Last set with a twist. Open up those knees a bit. And twist. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. And rest. Very nice. Bring those feet in front of you. And now reach the weight out to one side. Bring it in, switch hands, and reach to the other side. 1, 2. Good. Reach. And 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last set. Whoops, guess what? I lost track on which side I started on, so I think we did an extra half of one.
Yeah, we did.
All right, were you counting, Luan? All right. Now we're going to tap our toes to the side. So tap side and in. The other leg taps side and in. So the same pattern we just did with our arms, we're doing with our legs. Side and in, side and in. Good. The toe can tap, the heel can tap, whatever feels right to you as you take the leg to the side, working those hips. Last set. And rest. Okay, you know what comes next. We're going to do legs and arms together. Okay, you ready? Reach out to one side with the arm and the leg. Good. Come in, switch hands, and switch legs. Go to the other side. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rest. Very nice. Yeah. Okay, now comes the fun one that we tried, I think, last time. So you want to scoot toward the front of your chair because you're going to need room behind your back. Do you remember this one where we reach behind? So take the weight in one hand, reach behind. You might need to lean forward, switch hands in the back of you, and then come around front. Good. And keep going this direction. 2. And around. Good. Be gentle with your shoulders. 3. Around. 4. Now let's go the other way. Other hand initiates, and then come around. 1. Good. And 3.
How should I do?
And 4. So if I do 4 and you do 1 in the same amount of time, that's not a problem. Okay?
You sure?
I'm totally sure. Maybe you do 2 and I do 4. Doesn't matter. Just give it a try. There's a lot to coordinate, right? You got to lean forward. You got to get those shoulders going. You got to switch the hands to hold the weight. There's a lot of moving parts for that one. Yeah? And it's easier for some people than others. I see Norma, she's rubbing her shoulder.
Yeah.
That was a little bit much for the shoulder,
I
yeah?
have a torn rotator cuff, that's why, yeah.
That's right. A torn rotator cuff means that it's not so easy, yeah? Or it's impossible. And if that's the case, just sit out the activity, yeah? Because there's always something more coming up next,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Okay, we are going to do a second set of those, but unless you're done, right? But before we do that, let's sit back in the chair, lift both legs up, and we're going to open and close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. Good. And rest those legs. Scoot yourself toward the front of the chair again. Now, it's okay. It's all right. So now, we're going to do this switcheroo in the back again, for one direction and for the other direction, or as many as you can, right? So for my 4, if you do 1 or 2, that's fine, not a problem. Are you ready? The weight's in one hand. Lean forward, reach the arms behind you, catch the weight, shifting hands, and bring it around front. And 2, good. 3. And 4. Now go the other direction. So the other hand is the one that initiates going around. 1. 2. 3. One more. And 4. Good. Sit back in your chair. Raise both legs up. And now open and close those legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. And rest. Put your weight down so it's not going to be anywhere where your feet will touch it. Good. Yep, under your chair, around the side. Good. Good. Let's finish with some nice stretches. Shake out those hands. And now gently clasp your hands and turn the palms so you press forward, straightening the elbows a little bit, but get a nice stretch through the palms and wrist. Good. And gently release, shake it out. Let's take that stretch one more time. Gently clasp the hands, and if you can't clasp the hands and you want to just keep the hands separate, that's fine. But then gently turn and push the palms forward. Good, whether your hands are clasped or not. Good. And gently release. Again, shake them out. And some shoulder rolls. Other direction. Good. All right, now gently tip ear to shoulder one way and stretch out the opposite arm out to the side. Good. Wiggle those fingers. Really feel a stretch from those fingertips all the way through the neck into the head. Good. And gently release the arm and bring the head up. Good. To the other side. Tip the head and then reach the opposite arm out. Wiggle those fingers, really feeling that stretch through the shoulder, through the side of the neck. And gently release. Come on back up. Make sure your eyes are clear. Good. Open up the knees a bit. We'll do a nice full side bend. So tip over to one side. You can rest on that forearm. And then if you can, raise the arm up into a lovely side bend. Good. Again, wiggle the fingers. Really feel the fingers reaching as you're opening up the side of the body. Good. And gently release. And now to the other side. Bring the forearm down to the thigh and raise the arm up and over if you can. Side bend, wiggle those fingers, really feel that stretch. Good. And gently release. Nice. Bringing those legs in front of you. We're going to finish with a wonderful stretch for the back of the legs. So straighten one leg out, which might mean you need to move forward in your chair a bit. So one straight leg with the heel pressing into the earth and those toes reaching up to the sky. Good. Bring the same hand as leg on that thigh. The other hand can hold the chair. Good. Inhale tall and exhale gently. Glide down that straight leg toward the ankle. Inhale back up. And exhale, glide down. And inhale back up. This time we're going to stay over in the stretch. Exhale, slide it down and stay over in this stretch. Breathe and hold. And now on an inhale or exhale, come all the way up. Good. And bring that leg in. Take a moment to make sure your eyes are clear, because we were upside down for a little bit. But feel the difference in the two legs. Yeah, let's even out. Stretch out the other leg, have the heel touching the floor, the toes point skyward. Hand on that thigh, other hand holding the chair. Inhale tall, and exhale, glide down toward the ankle. Inhale back up. And exhale, glide it down. Inhale back up. And this time we'll stay over. Glide down with that hand and stay in this nice big stretch. Relaxing the back of the neck, releasing, relaxing the shoulders. Good. And now on your next breath, gently release back up. And sit back in your chair. We did it. We did it. Let's take 3 deep breaths to finish out. Inhale deeply. And again. Last one. All right, how you doing? Great. Nice job. All right. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Keep thinking I can do